Right, folks, I hope you're well. I do this fine Wednesday. I say fine, it's bloody hot, isn't it? Hey, is it hot where you are? Oh, it's hot here, and I don't think we've got the worst of it in that there northwest of England. Right, this is really just to chat with you more than anything else, and nothing more. It's to apologise as much as anything else that one of your spots that some of you would normally watch isn't going to be there tonight. It's the SHOWBIZ section, the SHOWBIZ news, and my take on the daily showbiz stories out there. The reason is that I just can't find anything. I cannot find anything I want to talk about. I can't find anybody or anything that deserves any column space. I can't, honestly. I normally spend most of my time running people down, those that I think are stealing a living. Although now and again I'll come on and praise them onto the high heavens if they deserve it, but there's not many that do in my eyes. But I can't find anything to talk about, even knocking people. I'm reading things about Christine McGuinness and Paddy and how something's gone on a while ago, which is why they split it up and she can't forgive it, but she doesn't want to tell anyone about it. That'll all be disclosed in a year or two when they split up and she needs a few quid. I read something about somebody else, one of that ilk, I can't think who it was, and I thought, there's nothing I really want to discuss. There's no meat there, there's nothing there at all. It's just absolutely really quiet. So I just thought I'd say hello and just a chat from me to you. Have you got anything you want to talk about? Is there anything showbiz-wise that you think I should or could have covered? Because if there is, I would have covered it. I've also heard, I think, Eamon, he's saying the latest squeeze he's got now has changed his life. It's real, true love. That comes on the back of him saying his truest love, the closest thing to him in this lifetime, his dog. He can't get hold of him. I can't remember what it is, because Ruth's got it, and at the moment they're talking joint custody. Don't know how that'll work. But yes, this new squeeze, he swears by her. I remember him doing that about Ruth at one time. I think it's just a case of next cab off the block, and if she's younger and prettier, then that ticks a couple of boxes. I think that's probably the case here. But see, I'm talking showbiz, but I'm not really talking it because there really is nothing there. I talked to a builder today. I had to speak to a builder with a few bits and pieces, and he told me an old friend would be the wrong word, acquaintance, had died about 10 years ago. I said, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, what a shame. It was a her, by the way. Yeah, she died. I said, oh, what was it? I think he was going to say cancer. He said, oh, drink. Drunk herself into an early grave. I said, get away. He said, oh, yes, for the last few years of her life, she was mad for drink. I said, get away. I never knew that. I knew her. How long would it have been ago that I used to know her? Oh, 25 years ago. Only for 5 or 6 years. It's somebody that I used to have a working relationship with. She didn't work with me, but she part-owned a company that we used to deal with, her dad and a fella, her husband. But yeah, she's died of drink and I knew nothing of it. Don't get me wrong, she lived sort of 4 or 5 miles away from myself, but I was surprised. It knocked me back a bit. Other than that, there's not much I can tell you, I don't think. Not much I can tell you at all. I'll tell you what, I seen a video today, it was fantastic. Somebody sent me a video of an horse racing trainer from that there island, from about 7-8 years ago, talking about a horse that he gave to the public and told everybody to bet it, and in the end it came in and it won, and he's playing with the crowd. That was fantastic. So that gave me put a smile on my face, but also brought tears to my eyes. After tears to my eyes being brought with this young lady dying. I say young lady, she must have been about 50, I suppose, if she died 10 years ago, but it's no age, is it really? No age at all. And that's really it. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you about. Nothing. I'm getting a new car tomorrow. I'm waiting for it to be delivered tomorrow. I'm sort of looking forward to that. But I'm going to have to tune all the radio in. That's one of the most important things for me. It takes me forever because I'm not that clever. I'll work out how to do it by looking at the manual, but I don't like reading manuals and following steps. It does me head in. I also need to find out where the cruise control is, because I'll use it from time to time on the motorway. My lad's got a car similar, but he doesn't know where his cruise control is, so I need to find that out. And I need to find out how you'll have done it yourself, folks. You know this way you have your phone in the car and it's on speaker and you can talk through the car. My lad does it on his, her indoors does it on hers. I've never done it before. So consequently, if you're ringing me, I'm on the phone with it in my lap, and it's not, you shouldn't be doing it. I know you shouldn't. I know you can get done, and rightly so. I know you can crash. I've not got a proper speaker, so I can't hear anybody. I mean, it's very, 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 very rare I answer. I'll be honest with you, but if I've thought it's urgent, I have done before. not the youngest daughter, she's due any time this week. Well, she was due last week. She's due this week. She's going having a procedure done. I can't think what it's called. She said, but it is. I've never heard of it before. You'll know what it's called. Can't remember what she said. Never heard of it. To try and move things along. Not induced. No, it's not that. Something else. I don't know what it is. She's gone there now to have that done. So any day I'm expecting to become a granddad yet again. Then I've got another one in December making me a granddad yet again. Breeding like piggy and rabbits. There must be something in the water. That's all I can think of. Other than that, I don't know much. Do you know anything? Tell you what, if you watch this message, whoever you might be, if you watch this message, is there anything, any subjects about anything you'd like me to cover over the next few days? Because if you've got anything, even if it's just my views on something, you know, the views of a grumpy old get, you'll normally know what my views are on most subjects. I would guess. You could just guess them and you'd normally be right. This is where I come from. I don't like change. I'm an old stick in the mud. I accept change and some of it can be good, I know, but I don't tend to like it. I don't care for folk that don't care for my friends and family. But as long as they get on with my friends and family, I seem to like them. If they don't care for me, well, I've no reason to like them, but I don't mind that because maybe I'm a quiet taste, so that'd be all right. Don't fall out with anyone over not liking me, but if they don't like me, I probably don't have much to do with them because what's the point? They don't like me, so why be bothered with them? But I've said it before, male or female, I don't care what you are, age, don't care what age you are. Good man, if you're a good man, I don't like you more, there's no doubt about that. One of my favourite sayings is it's nice to be nice, and it is. It's really nice to be nice, nothing hard about it. And I tend to find if you're nice with folk, they're nice with you. Religion, I've told you, not bothered what religion you are, not bothered what colour you are, what colour skin you've got. Don't push religion down anybody's throat. Don't want it pushed down mine. Don't mind if you're straight or any of those other things. I know about straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual. I know them. There's so many more things now that I don't know the names of them. But wherever you are, I'm alright with you. If you've had a sex change or you're going to have one, no problem at all. If you were a female and you're now a male or vice versa, no problem at all. I've got no worries on that score. If you're nice with me, I'm nice with you. If you're one of these blokes that's sort of thinking of having a sex change and you're dressing appropriately, or not having a sex change, keeping your bits dangling, but are a bloke and wants to be a woman, I'm fine with that. Don't like you in changing rooms with women and kiddies. Don't like you playing sports against women. I don't agree with that. You know, if you follow the channel and you know me, you'll already know that. But for those that don't follow the channel, that's where I'm coming from. If you're a young lady wanting to become a fella, even if you don't want the old hanging stuff attached, you know, even if you don't want the old Desmond Decker, if you're a woman wanting to become a fella, weirdly, I don't mind if you're in a fella's changing rooms, and I certainly don't mind if you're playing sports against fellas. You'll not want to do it because you can't win anything because you're not going to be hard enough, strong enough, fast enough. It's the other way around they do it. Fellas who aren't good against other fellas see a chance of beating women because they have more stamina than women, they're stronger than women, they're faster than women, you know, and it's just, for me, totally unfair. It's really unfair. I don't like the fact that it is unfair. And as I said, with the changing rooms bit, I worry about women and kiddies. You know, even if a man is identifying as a woman, if he's still got the bits there, it's the bits that often gets the man into some trouble. You don't hear of many female rapists, do you? But you do hear of it when the boot's on the other foot. So no, I don't like that. But other than that, I like everybody. I do, honestly. I hope you don't mind me calling folk, because I call loads of folk me folk. Oh, God, loads. I call all those, reality TV and the men, I call them all because they're crap. No talent whatsoever. I call all those that have a handle. The handle might be the wrong word. Like, you know, like, and the handle is comedian. I'll say the two names because I often say them. Paddy McGuinness, comedian. Well, that's fine. You can class me as a comedian, but I'd rather have a comedian that tells jokes and he's funny. I don't think Paddy does either. From Loose With Me, what's her name again? I know it so well. I've done so many videos on her. Judy Love. Is it Judy Love? Comedian. Double N-E on the end. I think they've comedianed it now because women like to be called comedian, like comedians, rather than comedian. Well, I don't think it's the women. I think it's this gender brigade that have brought that in. Now, I'm not having her at all. I'm just not having her. I don't, not that do with her being black. to do with the fact that she likes pies like myself. No. It's just that she's not funny. I've heard her say one funny thing in about 5 or 6 years of seeing her on the telly. That to me don't make a comedian at all. So no, I call them, but I praise those that are brilliant at what they do. If you're brilliant in any field, sporting, TV, media, I praise folk. Because I've knocked folk in sports as well. I'm a Manchester United fan. I've knocked Manchester United players. These players that are on 150 to £250,000 a week, that can't cross a ball, or that can't hit the target when they're only about 15, 20 yards out, I call them because I think they're crap. These players that pretend they're hurt when they're not and roll all over the field, like Bruno Fernandes, who I love, but when he does that, I call him because it's crap. I think back to people like Georgie Best, and you kick and kick and kick up in the air. It took everything to make him to go down, and even when he's down, he'd be getting back up pretending you'd not hurt him. You might have broke his leg, but he'd try to get back up and walk on it. Different ball games, different times. So no, I call those that have got no talent, but I praise those that have, I really do. And I do a lot of serious stuff on here. You know, if folk are abused, male or female, in any way, shape or form, if people are coming down on them and they don't deserve it, I'll back folk up, I do. I've had some nice comments in from people who I never expected it from. I never do videos to get a pat on the back or anyone say anything nice about me, I don't. But I'm willing to sort of back the man in the street that deserves it, that needs it, you know, or woman in the street, because there's loads that don't think of them and don't fight in their corner. If you're any good and you're a decent person, whatever colour you are, whatever gender you are, whatever, I'll fight for you if you deserve it. If you've done no wrong, I'll fight for you. Don't worry, I'll be on your side. I won't be on the side of the majority. If you're the one in the right, I'll be on your side. But by the same token, whoever you might be, if you've done wrong, I'll be the one shouting loudest to have you put down. Not put down, you can't put people down, sadly. Some deserve it. Locked up, and locked up for a very, very long time. Just to give you an instance, I was all over those police folk that kicked that Asian lad in the head at the airport and so on and so forth. When that kerfuffle happened, was it a year, 18 months ago? All against the police, 100%. My views did change when the secondary videos came out and you seen the same fella punch 2 women, punch one to the ground and break a nose. Police officer, yes, but it still doesn't give you a right to punch him in the face, and to a woman, but no. I won't have a bloke putting his hands on a woman at all. It's not PC, it's not on, it's not right. So all of a sudden I'm thinking, well, the policeman shouldn't have done that, and it's pretty bad and he's gone pretty far. But is the justification that even for that, yeah, maybe there is. I can't have one of my colleagues, a woman, being smashed in the face and somebody breaking a nose, and then the fella's got the audacity, the one that did it, in court to say he didn't know it was a woman. Didn't you? You need a trip to Specsavers, there's no doubt about it, me old son. I call folk, these grooming gangs, these Asian folk that groom young children. But I don't call them because they're Asian. I call them because they're in gangs and they're ruining young children's lives. And I call them with regularity when I read something. When I think there's been a miscarriage of justice or people haven't been brought to justice, I shout it louder than most. And I get knocked by some of the Asian persuasion and others saying I'm a racist. But the thing is, there was a grooming gang in Scotland, I think last year before, all white. I call them just the same as the Asians. Of course I did. If you're in a grooming gang and you ruin children's lives, I'll say how disgusted I am about it and how wrong I think it is, and how they should lock you up, put you on bread and water and throw away the key. Your skin colour doesn't matter to me. Everyone deserves the same. But I think over the last few years, we've pussyfooted, as a government and a police force and successive governments, around these gangs, these criminal gangs, these Asians, because they are of a certain, well, I'd say minority, but they're not a minority, are they anymore, you know. But we're worried about being seen as racist, so each of the governments have kept things under wraps and the police have done the same. Probably been told to by the successive governments. It's all wrong. More things are coming out now, thankfully, but they should have done before. So no, I'll always speak my mind, I'll always tell you what I think. I'll upset some people, of course I will. There's no doubt about that. Who's once said you can't please all the people all the time, can you? Of course you can't. But as long as you mean what you say, as long as you tell the truth, as long as you don't lie, I always think you'll be okay. And sometimes I think it's right to tell the truth, but not sugarcoat it, you know. Be honest. Blunt maybe some would say, but be honest, be blunt, be that. And I have always, I've always respected the truth. If somebody's telling me the truth, even if I don't really like what they're saying, if I know they're affording it with conviction and they mean what they say and they believe in what they say, I admire them for it. I hope when I do the same, you can maybe look to, not necessarily admire me, but not dislike me for it. But then again, this channel, the great thing about this channel is, for God, this has gone into a sermon from just saying, I'm sorry, there's nothing to talk to you about today. This channel has always operated the same. You can come on here whenever you want, whoever you are, male, female, black, white, or anything in between. You can say anything you want to say. If you want to have a go at me, you can. You can be as abusive as you like. Say whatever you want. I've got the thickest skin in the world. I really have. I won't ban you. I won't wipe your comment. YouTube, I believe, wipes some comments. I don't. I promise you I don't. Be on it as long as you want. Some come on here saying, I think you're crap, Grumpy. I think you're crap and I hate what you do. They'll come back 2 or 3 months later and tell me the same again. I'm thinking, well, why are you watching me? If I think somebody's crap, I'm not going to watch him. I wouldn't even waste my time sending a message to say I think you're crap or I hate you. I just think that's not for me. Next. And I go and watch somebody else. But no, comment anything you want. The comment section is yours as much as it's mine. Put what you want on there. By the same token, if you've got any subjects at all you want me to cover, don't have to be showbiz. It could be anything. Anything at all. Anything you'd like me to talk about, anything you'd like my views on, just tell me in the comment section. I'll look at it, no problem at all. And finally, whoever you may be, male, female, black, white, red, whatever you may be, if you want to come on the channel and discuss yourself, your life, or anything about you, let me know. Don't do that in the comment section in case it doesn't get to me. Send me an email. This channel has an email. I think it's bgog999 at, I think it's outlook.com. I think it is. But if you look at the top of the page in the more, if you click more, it opens up and the email is there. Just send me an email. I don't look at them daily. Sometimes I look every 2 or 3 days. If you send me an email, any suggestions, put them down there if you want to, but you can suggest things in the comment section. But if you'd like to come on the channel, bit of an interview, I've done a couple already. I do it. I don't meet you. You don't meet me. Your face doesn't show. I'm not clever enough to do a Zoom. I don't know how to do it. I've been on one before. I don't know what I'm doing. All I do, I ring you up. You talk on the phone. I'm on camera. Nobody else. People can hear you talking. I have questions for you. You answer them. I have questions. You answer them. I have questions. You answer them. Then you tell me some things without the questions. Anything that you'd like to bring to the channel. And you chat for as long as you want, normally no more than an hour. It can be a lot less if you want it to be, and if you're interested, we put it out there and people to listen to. Not a bad idea. It's your channel. You're welcome anytime. Right, I'll love you and leave you. And just, again, sorry there's nothing to discuss today, but there's not. I do apologise. Hopefully tomorrow. Let's hope so.